is your reporter live in Miami Gardens outside FMU's campus. Anna?
Lauren, police tell us that the suspect was able to jump over the wall behind me and chase the victim. And students I spoke to tonight told me that the school security needs to be held accountable. A college campus on high alert.
It is a little unsettling that they haven't found him yet.
She's referring to the man who raped a fellow student on campus at Florida Memorial University.
It's definitely sad. It's very concerning.
Miami Gardens police say the victim, who was here on a visa from Colombia, was standing at this bus stop right outside of the campus on Northwest 42nd Avenue Sunday morning around 6:15 when they say a man started whistling at her.
Feeling unsafe, the victim returned onto the school grounds where security checked her ID and granted her access to the campus.
But investigators say the suspect jumped this wall, followed her, raped her on campus, then took off in an unknown direction. During Monday night's news conference, I asked the chief if security saw the suspect. We're hearing that security guards saw this suspect walk onto the campus and follow this woman, and that they didn't do anything about it. I've heard that from several students. Can you talk a little bit about that? Did security see the suspect walk onto the campus?
That's what the investigation is showing at this time.
The fact that she was being chased and y'all still didn't do anything is like kind of crazy.
Yeah, they got to be fired. They got to be charged something, because that's crazy. How you watch a suspect jump the fence and make his way onto campus, the campus you're supposed to be guarding. Let's keep going.
CBS News Miami obtained a copy of a letter sent to FMU students outlining steps the university is taking in response. In the letter, school officials say they are reviewing surveillance footage, increasing patrols across campus, and strengthening protective measures at residence halls and academic buildings.
Security definitely has to do better. Their communication needs to be a lot better. There's definitely some things that can improve to prevent a lot of stuff like this.
And police describe the suspect as a man who's about 6 feet tall. He was last seen wearing a black hoodie and black pants. They're asking anyone who has any information.
Now, we do know who the suspect is. It has been shown, so we're going to go over that next. It looks like DNA evidence helped them find the suspect. So let's get into it.
Breaking news now. Police announced they made an arrest after a student at Florida Memorial University was raped on campus early Sunday morning. It's an update to a story that you saw first right here on CBS News Miami. Police had a person of interest, and they say DNA evidence led to his arrest. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench is your reporter live at the Miami Gardens Police Department with the latest developments. Peter.
Naja, Miami Gardens police tell us they arrested 30-year-old Stephen Rivers after an extensive canvass and after receiving an important tip from Opelika police. Taking a look at some brand new video right here, we were there moments ago as police took Rivers to jail. They say they got a warrant for his arrest, and at 7 this morning, the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office Crime Lab said after testing his DNA, he was tied to the case. Police say Sunday morning he saw the victim at a bus stop and whistled at her. Police say he jumped the fence, which he walked back into campus, and he attacked her in a dormitory. Police say Rivers is known to law enforcement. In December, they say he was released from prison after serving time for lewd and lascivious behavior. Police said they were relentless in their search for the suspect. They also say there could be other victims.
I'm pleased, and I'm very thankful for the men and women we have working on this police department, because if it wasn't for them going out, doing the area canvas, talking to individuals, and making sure that they stayed on top of what was going on in the area, this would not be the end result.
Yesterday, CBS News Miami was there as Rivers was taken into custody. The school president said he was grateful to police for the arrest and said the school had stepped up security and urged students to remain vigilant. Now, we asked the lead detective in this case about the victim. She said she was pleased that an arrest was made and she was prepared to go back to school and finish up her classes. Miami Gardens Police Chief Delma Noel Pratt also urged students to be vigilant and to not walk alone at night. We'll have much more on this story coming up tonight.
It's a tragic situation. I am happy to hear that she is doing all right, but that's a traumatizing situation. She's going to, and she could be all right, but she's going to need to get help and talk to someone about this awful situation. Now, should the security guards be held liable or punished some way? But let's get over into this next video, see if they tell us anything else.
We're learning new details after a horrific attack on the FMU campus.
A suspect now behind bars after sexually battering a woman. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matters live in Miami Gardens with the latest on the case. Bridget.
And we also learned that it was an anonymous tip from vigilant neighbors who noticed a strange man over the last few weeks, and he had matched the description of this suspect. They called it in, and police were able to make that arrest. We also learned that he was released from prison just last month. An accused rapist, Stephen Rivers, cuffed. The sexual battery suspect escorted by Miami Gardens police officers Wednesday.
Did you rape anybody else?
He was transported to a Miami-Dade County jail. Mr. Rivers, did you rape that girl? Police say Rivers jumped the Florida Memorial University campus fence and attacked a student Sunday morning. Investigators say the student was heading back to her dorm after the suspect began whistling at her near a bus stop. She told police Rivers pinned her up against a door and sexually battered her. For days, Miami Gardens police searched for Rivers, but it was a tip that led to his arrest.
The Miami Gardens Police Department was notified of a tip received by Opelika Police Department regarding a suspicious smell matching the same description.
Local 10 cameras were there when Rivers was arrested blocks from campus. It didn't take long for police to confirm he was their guy.
A DNA warrant was subsequently executed, and the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office Crime Laboratory worked throughout the night to process the evidence. At approximately 7 o'clock this morning, the laboratory confirmed a positive DNA match.
The suspect is also facing a robbery by sudden snatching charge. Police say he asked the victim to use her phone. When she refused, quote, the suspect then grabbed her phone from her hand and placed it in his pocket. Students on campus relieved to hear of an arrest, but thinking of the victim.
I do feel bad for her. I said prayers for her the whole week.
And we did look into his criminal history, and it is equally disturbing. In 2024, he was also arrested for sexual battery and arrested for several counts of lewd and lascivious acts, which he did serve prison time for. Now, here at the university, they are ramping up their security measures, and we did just see them bringing in new lights in the last couple hours. For now, we're live in.
You never know who could be a sexual predator. We know what kind of world we live in. You never know who can be a sexual predator. Let's go over into the AI breakdown, see if we missed anything. Well, the world is a crazy place. So we'll just go over it again. So at FMU, it happened on, they announced they arrested a suspect today. The attack happened early Sunday on January 25th. A female student was waiting at the bus stop when a man began whistling at her, fearing for her safety, she returned to campus grounds where security checked her ID. The suspect jumped the campus walls, chased the student, pinned her against a building door where he sexually assaulted her before fleeing. So the Miami Gardens police stated that the initial findings suggested the campus security guards may have seen the suspect follow the victim onto campus but failed to intervene. They gotta be fired. If they're not fired, there's something wrong. Detectives identified the suspect as Stephen Devon Mason Rivers, 30 years old, and following a tip and DNA match from the laboratory. The background, Rivers had recently been released from jail in December 2025 on charges of lewd and lascivious behavior. He was taken into custody today. Police believe there may be additional victims and are urging the public to provide any further information. So the campus, safety. So the president announced that the school has heightened both internal and external security protocols, including increasing patrol and surveillance reviews. Students expressed significant frustration and fear, demanding better communication and more effective security presence to prevent future incidents. They got to do something, because if it's true that they truly, where is it at? They said that it suggests the campus security guards may have seen the suspect follow the victim. If that's true, You got to fire every single security guard that was there because you failed to do the one job you were hired to do, and that's protect the students. And if you would have stepped up and stopped them, hey, why you jump over the fence? You could at least done something. It could have stopped this whole attack. Absolutely crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on this whole thing. Do you think the security guards need to be charged or punished some way for their actions? Probably not charged, but they definitely need to be fired. Whoever was out there needs to be fired. But let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything I said.